coming home.
Oh,
All
dude,
right.
it's gonna come home. 2 years time, Euros. It's coming home.
It's
dude.
not coming home, bro.
It's coming home, dude.
I saw a guy who was talking about like what the World Cup team will look like in 4 years. It had like Rio and they had Cresswell he plays in France or something, English centre back. They had Trafford and goalkeeper, and he's going through the midfield, and it was Declan Rice and Nico O'Reilly, and then he had Rio and Saka on the wing, and then I forget who he had as the 10, but up top he had Jude Bellingham. I'm like, who was putting Jude Bellingham as striker?
Yeah, no one's putting Jude Bellingham
Like, are you
as striker.
fucking? Yeah, bro.
To be fair, who does replace Harry Kane as striker now? Because he's not gonna play another World Cup.
He could play another World Cup.
Wait,
He's
would
going to
he
be
be
old as fuck.
37?
He probably won't be starting.
Yeah, surely not. You'd hope not.
You would think so, right?
Generation's definitely dead if that happens.
Who is? Because Ollie Watkins was the backup.
Ollie Watkins was the backup.
He's
and
too old.
Old as fuck. He can't even make the team at the age he's at now.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. They've got no young strikers coming through, dude.
that's a great question.
Is the lap English? No.
Yeah, he is, but he won't be. He won't be there. Best young English striker.
Krupi? Is he English?
He's probably not. He's probably Dutch or something. Who knows?
I mean, we've started, by the way, but
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah. It's good
Hello.
chat, bud. Yeah. This is what we talk about right before the thing.
Yeah.
We just talk shit on England as much as we can. My dad is English, by the way. English citizen and all.
Screw them all. Screw all those
Hey.
English.
He's a Balinese citizen now, I suppose. I don't fucking know.
Big Balinese guy. Anyway, what's happening, man?
Yeah, not much, man. We're just enjoying the end of the World Cup.
Yep.
You know, laughing that England, it's not coming home.
Liam Delap is the favourite.
I do, see?
Bro. It's
That's what I
Liam
mean,
Delap,
dude.
Solanke. Jay Stansfield is next.
The fuck is that?
He plays for Birmingham.
Oh, that's good.
That's not good signs.
Yeah, it's not looking good, bruv.
Anyway, back to it. Screw England.
Screw England. They got knocked out already. But World Cup finally over.
Finally over.
They are saying best World Cup ever. By them, I mean the FIFA president.
Yeah, FIFA president say it. And I mean, he had Donald Trump next to him when he said that, so he kind of had to say it. I thought the best part of the World Cup was Tom Cruise presenting the opening ceremony. Tom Cruise is mad.
Well, I don't know. Well, we can talk about the halftime show, the unprecedented, first in the history of a World Cup final halftime show.
The worst halftime show. Someone tried to compare it to a Super Bowl and said, I've seen all the Super Bowls. This is better than all the Super Bowls. I'm like, did you watch the Michael Jackson one? Did you watch the Weekend one?
Did you watch that time that they cut
Did you see
Michael Jackson's titty out?
Janet Jackson's titty?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
want to say Michael Jackson's titty.
could have been.
I don't wanna say that.
Conspiracy's on. Michael Jackson is Janet Jackson.
Gross. Yeah, and so they were trying to say it was the best World Cup, but we'll get into that. I have a lot to say about the halftime show.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Because
So-
we've only got 2 games to go through today.
Nice
but
and
then
quick.
we'll go for all the awards that have come out.
Yep.
See the aftermath, and we definitely need to talk about Robbie Williams
Yeah, we do.
because he's the goddamn man.
Yes,
man.
we do.
He's a fucking man.
Robin Williams living his best life right now.
Fuck yeah. But why don't we just kick off with third place playoffs? The most pointless game of the World Cup.
It is the bronze final they call it.
Yeah, no play. No, and look, the game and the score reflected how much no one gives a shit about this game.
Such little care with this game.
No, you know who cares?
Harry Kane.
Arsenal supporters.
Why?
Because Saka got a hat trick, dude. It's a fucking dude, instantly in the chat. They just say they're like Saka hat trick. He's the man.
Oh my god,
Dude.
he couldn't do it in a big game.
No, of course he couldn't do it in a big game.
He does it in
man.
a third place final where
Yeah.
France clearly gave 0 shits.
Dude, France gave 0 shits. The England players gave 0 shits. Other than Declan Rice, fucking Saka, dude.
The best one was Turkey. He gave even less of a shit than the rest of the team. He
Yeah.
did not care. As soon as he got subbed off for halftime, he put on his slides, his bib, and he's just like, I'm kicking it now.
Yeah, I'm
I
chilling.
don't I don't care.
Yeah, like, can we leave?
Yeah, I know. Do I have to be here?
Why would anyone want to be there? But, you know, look.
But it's extra cash for FIFA. You know what I mean?
I mean, you've got to have extra games, I suppose. Otherwise, you're just going to have a big break and no games on until the final.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's 4 days, but can't have that in the World Cup.
No, dude.
No, we
you
can't
only
have
got 4
that.
days of break. How are these people supposed to get as drunk as possible in the stadiums?
How's
man?
FIFA meant to get fed if they're not having games at least
And
once
they
every 2
have
games?
given commitment to hydration break ads.
Oh my god! At least we don't have to deal with that anymore.
No, well,
Until
the
it comes
Euros.
into the MLS.
Dude.
No, I don't think the Euros will allow that. I think it's a full American thing. I fully believe
hope
that
so.
I fully believe the MLS will introduce it.
I hope
It's
so.
American as fuck.
If I have to look at another goddamn hydration break momentum tracker,
Oh my god!
I will lose it, break my TV, burn my house to the goddamn ground,
And I'll be outside watching that,
and I'll piss on the ashes.
enjoying everything. I'll join you.
Please don't piss on my ashes. They're my ashes, you piece of crap. But we'll break down the game a bit. And I think it's probably best to talk about how the game unfolded, right?
Yeah.
Like, there was no midfield.
Okay, let's put it down this way. I said I was going to get up at halftime. Okay, I'm like, you know what? It's a third place playoff. I'm not getting up. I'll get up at halftime. I get to watch the first
The
half
game was at
highlights.
7 a.m. What time do you wake up?
I woke up at 7:45.
God.
Usually, bro, give me
You
like
live
an
the fucking
8:30,
life.
9 o'clock sleep in. Awesome.
Ah, dude, you live the life, man.
I do live the life. Thank you very
I
much.
have a child.
Yeah, you have children. It doesn't work that
She
way.
gets really pissed off.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
fuck
get
them.
one.
Yeah, I do whatever I want, man. Great being childless.
I'm going to piss holes in condoms in your house.
Condoms.
I don't know, dude.
So, look, I woke up at half time, right? It's like 7:45, my alarm goes off. I look at my clock, my phone, I'm like,
And an
What's-
alarm?
yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn.
And I'm like, what's the score? 3-0 to England. I go, all right, I better turn it on. I turn on the TV, 4-0
Yeah.
as I turn it on. 4-0 at half time.
Bro, look, I will give
Crazy
credit.
start.
Declan Rice's opening goal was a nice goal.
It was nice.
It was a nice goal.
Yeah. Didn't do it all tournament, waited till the third place playoff to do it. Great.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, because there was no one defending.
Oh, dude, the French midfielders, I know one of them was Cherky. I think the other one might have been Rabiot. It was Zaire, Emery, and Rabiot.
Yeah.
And they both got a 4.7 and a 4.9 out of 10. Right? So
Yeah,
they
because they got
sucked
subbed at
ass.
half time, I'm pretty sure, didn't they?
No, Cherky did.
Cherky did.
Doué did. And Hernandez did.
I mean, there's not much to say.
Zaire, Emery, and Rabiot played the whole game. But it was 4-0 half time. I was going, oh, okay. So Rice scored, Konza scored, Saka got a double.
Well, you could tell as well. Kane didn't play.
And didn't play.
Jude didn't start.
They didn't start. Elliot Anderson, Reece James didn't start. Pickford didn't start. John Stones didn't start. O'Reilly didn't start. Somehow Jordan Henderson didn't start. I don't know why.
God damn, get him on there with his broken arm.
Man, his contribution to the team was amazing.
Hey.
Hopping over the
was-
guardrail and breaking his arm was probably the best thing that he could have done for the
It
team.
gave them motivation, man.
Yeah, I could
thought,
break my arm. You
We're
can
gonna
do anything you
we're gonna
want.
do this for Hendo.
Oh my god. Yeah, get third place for Hendo, mad. So anyway, it was 4-0 at half time. I've got nothing to say besides that. What do you say? It was 4-0. Clearly you could see the care factor from France, and clearly England wanted that bronze medal.
There's a scene when it was Saka's second goal. The ball gets Rashford takes the ball. He does like a little circle thing. Now Elise is just walking. Right?
Yeah.
He's just walking and he's like, they're going to score another goal. So he's walking. Then he kind of does a jog to get near him. Rashford does a complete 360 turn, dribbling around like a boat, and then puts the ball across and Saka scores. And the commentators are trying to jay it up. They're just like, oh, God, Francis and sexes and sevens here. They have no idea what's going on. I'm like, dude, they don't care.
I don't think France gives a shit.
But after the game, there's all this like stuff going. Elise is under fire for walking on the pitch. I'm like, Elise, why are you singling out Elise?
Yeah, you were
Everyone is walking.
like the other 10 players were just
Yeah.
like putting it all in. It was just one player that.
I'm sitting there going, dude, no one cares about this game. No one wants to play this game.
Sorry, I forgot there was another player that got subbed off at halftime. That was Kanate. So they subbed the 4 players at halftime.
Kanate had, and I'm so happy to say this, such a trash World Cup. I think he made 2 appearances. One was his third place game, and I believe there was one group stage game.
Probably against Norway when they already had the top 2 places sewn up.
Potentially.
Yeah. Maybe even the first game where he thought, oh, he'll be better than Upamecano. And he's just like, no.
No. It's incorrect.
No.
Yeah. So, enjoy Real Madrid. You're getting
He's He's got a good pay packet.
He's good for him, man.
He's under Jose now.
To be fair, I'm glad he didn't take our offer.
You're glad he didn't take the offer.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But went into second half of this game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the tables turned. It looked like the comeback was on.
It did, and I'm pretty sure you said in the group chat, you're like, could the comeback be on?
Yeah, and then they scored
And they scored
instantly.
straight away, like 48th minute.
Your reply was like, it could be. It definitely could be on, because you started watching. I'm like, all right, well, now they're just doing the opposite. England was sitting back. They weren't really running.
Yeah, then they were
hard.
like, we've had our time. We're done.
The comeback isn't on because I think we found out Elise can't score, man.
Elise was allergic to scoring. Oh, why's my keep doing that? Elise was allergic to scoring. No, I know. Bad. Yeah, he had this allergy where he just couldn't score. And he had great chances too. Mm-hmm. But Mbappe got a double, which put him up to 10 goals in a World Cup, which, if you think about it, is actually insane. 10 goals in a World Cup.
Yeah, it's retarded. They play 6 games.
7, including this one.
Sorry, this one made it 7, yeah.
But Miroslav Klose scored 16 in 4 World Cups.
Yeah.
So Mbappe did more than double in one.
Yeah.
Sorry, more than half in one. More than half in one.
50% of his goal scoring tally in one.
And I think he has now taken over Miroslav Klose in 3 World Cups. 3.
Yes.
3. Crazy.
Dude, it's insane.
And actually, I think Miroslav got 5 World Cups. No, 4. It'd be 4. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. So Mbappe's already taken over, and he's going to be playing for at least another 2. He could potentially get 30 goals in a World Cup.
That's insane.
Which is crazy when you think about it.
Well, it also depends who's going to be nipping at his heels to replace him in that French team. Because they have so much talent that just sits on their bench. Like Zaire Emery barely played.
Yeah.
And he's a magician on the ball. Doué is coming up.
Yep. Yeah. They got players for days.
Well, it all depends if he doesn't get injured. If he doesn't get injured and plays another 2 World Cups, and his scoring rate easily gets
30. Yeah.
Because what is he now? 21? No.
20, wasn't it?
20.
Was he 20?
20. So he
just needs 5 World Cups and 2.
Well, here's
5 World Cups each. 5 goals in a World Cup.
Here's the funny thing about it, right? Messi breaks the record. They go, he's broken the record. Mbappe beats him pretty easily.
He's going to clear it.
Yeah.
I do have a funny stat when they talk about like Messi being the best of all time. It's like, who scored the most La Liga goals? It was Ronaldo. And who scored the most international goals? Ronaldo. Who scored the most golden toes? Ronaldo. Who scored the most World Cup goals? It will be Mbappe. Who scored the most Copa goals? I think it's Ronaldo R9. And you're like, but the GOAT's Messi. How? Anyway, that's my own personal feelings on that. But let's get back to the game. So
No, open the can of worms, man.
I will in this next one. Mbappe scores, then Barcola scores, and then Mbappe scores. So in the 66th...
Barcola's goal was a nice finish.
Barcola's good, man.
Even though no one was defending, it was a nice finish.
Yeah. Barcola's quality.
He's going to Arsenal?
No, I think Livo, isn't it?
Well...
it depends on Monday.
It also depends who you ask.
Yeah.
Because if you ask an Arsenal supporter, he's going to Arsenal.
Yeah, but Arsenal was all about Morgan Rogers next week.
Yeah.
So it's 4-3, and by this stage, you're thinking the comeback's definitely gone. It's on.
Yeah.
It's right on. But then, Elise just decided, no, I don't want to score today.
No. Because, dude, the funniest was it was passed back. So they passed it to Dembele, who then passes it back inside. I'm like, it's an easy goal.
Yeah.
And he just goes, and kicks it wide. Killed me because I had both of those guys to either score or assist.
Well, you got the Elise one.
No, I got the Elise one.
Yeah.
And then I just needed...
you need Dembele.
I needed Dembele to score or assist. He sets him up for the assist. Yeah. And he kicks wide. I'm like, what are you doing? Do you know I have this bet on? Are you doing this on purpose?
Yes, he is.
I think he is. He singled me out and he's made the list.
The funny thing was the penalty. I thought the penalty was so lazy by Gusto, but by that stage, it just did not care.
No one cared.
They didn't care, right?
No one cared.
He took out...
To be fair, the only person I think that cared was Jed Spence.
Jed Spence? Well, he's a Tottenham player. They don't have a lot of opportunities for medals.
He was running so hard.
Yeah, homeboy wanted that. He really wanted that 3rd place.
He's the first Muslim player to ever make the England squad.
Is he?
Yeah.
Good for him. I love that for him.
Yeah.
But
Inshallah, my brother.
The good thing is Dembele actually did score 96 minute.
He
did get your bet.
I got my bet. I was happy with it. But I was really pissed off for a portion, and I was yelling.
And he scored in the 96 minutes, so you would have been like, mother... And then
there was a lot of kids around, so I kind of just...
Mother fudger.
Yeah.
Son of a whore. I don't know what whore means.
Then I scored, scared my baby, did a dance.
And then probably the goal of the game was the Bellingham one.
Where he just dribbled through everybody?
Yeah, he just dribbled like 5 or 4 players and he ran around Upamecano.
And then just tapped it in.
And he actually nuttied.
But he almost did it twice. So he almost did it earlier and got saved.
He ran around LaCroix and he nuttied Upamecano. It was a mad goal.
Yeah, it was great. But he almost did it just before that. It was a few minutes before that. He got put through, and then the keeper came out and recovered the ball. But it showed again, like his runs that he makes forward, and that's why when we kind of get to our best 11, we've got. He's pretty hard to ignore for his quality.
The guy's quality.
He was definitely the best player in the England squad for all their games.
He was their best player across the board, for sure. So look, England win 6-4. They win Nintendo style. 10 goals in a game. Doesn't beat the record. But
no, 7-5.
7-5 was a record.
Switzerland and Austria, I'm pretty sure. Google it.
It's the same colours, same team. It's the same, isn't it?
It's the same people.
Same. So Austria, Switzerland, same. It's the same.
They call that white on white crime, baby.
No such thing. We don't do that. I typed in highest crime.
Highest crime.
Highest scoring World Cup game. Here we go. 7-5 in 1954. Quarterfinal match.
There it
when
is.
white ruled.
Jesus Christ.
Let's just skip over that.
Yeah. I'm not cutting it. I'm keeping it.
No, keep that in.
I'm clipping it.
Let's get to the final. All right. So can I just put it? This is my title for it. The most dominant final I've ever seen.
Well, the most dominant final you've ever seen.
Minus
possibly
the scoreline.
Possibly the most boring final.
I enjoyed it because I liked seeing Argentina suffer.
Yeah.
And they suffered a lot.
Yes. If we're looking at it from the perspective of fuck Argentina, yes.
Yeah.
And I think when we get to my 11, we're going to see my hatred come through.
It's going to be burning through it.
Because, I don't think that they performed well the entire tournament. I don't think that there was a game where I'm like, that is a crazy dominant performance by Argentina.
Well, the problem was that they played less than top caliber opponents, right?
But I
think it was said they had the easiest run to a final.
Once again, we said it with the Champions League, right? Yeah. The team that takes the easy route to the final doesn't win.
Yeah.
We saw it with Arsenal. Yep. We've now seen it with Argentina.
And I think we've seen it in this as well. Football won.
Yeah.
Spain wins 1-0. Football wins. Just like in the Champions League, football wins. That was a draw, but football won.
Well, we don't want the bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Like that Switzerland game, I think, was the straw that broke the camel's back.
That was yeah.
Everyone saw it and they went, hang on a second here. Something is going on. Yeah. Right? Irregardless if the player is wrong, it is manipulating the rules to take a player from the pitch, to give them an advantage, to make them win the game.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit. I don't like.
I think 95% of the world didn't like it. Just those Argentinians and Messi fans liked it.
It's one of those ones where it's like at some point there is the errors that refs make, and it was part of the game. They've now tried to remove it, but by trying to remove it, they've included something else that everyone hates more.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone could go, okay, like humans make mistakes, but computers don't. And you're making mistakes with computers. It's fucking
even
bullshit,
worse mistakes. Yeah. Like you look at the Egypt game. Apparently there was 11 mistakes in that game, all towards Argentina. Yeah. Just like at this stage, it's got to be out of control. Right?
Well, the
same with the England
real.
game. Yeah, it proves it is real. And the same with the Argentina-England game. That second goal, Spence got taken out before the cross.
Yep.
By Messi. I don't know if we brought it up in the last pod, but
no, we didn't because it kind of all came out. Everyone saw it, and look, a little bit on Spence did the right thing and kept trying to play on, which is what all the refs said. Well, that's what you should keep doing. You shouldn't fall to the ground. You shouldn't dive.
You shouldn't, but you don't get the calls if you don't do it.
So
if he stays down, right, they'll probably check it and probably clear it anyway, right? But it would be clear that player's gone down. Why is he gone down? And then why haven't VAR intervened on it? Oh, it's because Argentina.
Would they have cleared it?
No, they wouldn't have cleared it.
We dive into this game, we're going to see a fairly similar tackle, which overturned a goal.
Oh, fuck that. Wasn't even close.
No.
It wasn't even close. That was so light. But let's get into it. Look, first half, there were 3 shots, right? In all to Spain, okay? So Yamal had a shot in the 5th minute.
Let's just preface, for 90 minutes, Argentina failed to have.
Yeah. First time in, I think it was in World Cup history, where a team has failed to have a shot in a World Cup final. That just shows you how dominant Spain were. But the only problem was they had a wall to get past in Martinez. Now, some of the saves he made were easy, but he still put off some cracker saves. And I think he made, what did he make in the first? He made 2 and 8. He had 10 shots in that 90 minutes. Saved them all. Sorry, 10 shots on target, saved them all. Amazing performance.
Yeah, look,
once again, he's a big game player.
Yeah, for sure.
It just showed you he's such a big game player.
No, I mean, I don't think there's ever been an argument that Martinez is not a good goalkeeper.
No, he's a quality goalkeeper. Bit of a dick.
He's a fuckwit. But
yeah, a bit of a fuckwit. But, you know, he pulls out these mad games in the big games. Did it for Villa and won the Europa League. He's now doing it for Argentina. He's made, 2 finals plus Copa America, 2 Copas as well. So, guy is mad. But I think the big point was the Spain's domination.
Oh, mate, well, what was their possession in the 2 halves?
So it was 65 to 35 and 68-32. So let's split it, say 67 to 33.
Which against a team like Argentina, who love to hold the ball as well, shows just how drilled the Spanish team was. They were ready for a matchup against another team who can be as dominant as they are.
And you look at who they played, right? So Spain played Portugal in the round of 16. They then played Belgium in the quarters, and they played France in the semis. That's a good build-up to the final.
Yeah,
like to get drilled.
You've progressively taken on more difficult and difficult teams till you come to the most difficult match.
Yeah.
Also, you've got their backline arguably was the best backline within the World Cup. And then, I mean, I'd be hard to compare them to another backline that's been equally as good in a World Cup. In my memory.
I got one. The 06 Italy team. They conceded 2 goals. One was an own goal, one was a pen. Well, Spain conceded one goal, which it was open play, but again, you know what I mean? Like that's where I'll put on par with.
Yeah.
With that Italy, that was like, you know, Italian football.
Well, that's when they had, was it Cannavaro?
It was Cannavaro, and they had not Zanetti, they had Zambrotta, and they had Camoranesi, it was a stacked and Grosso, like the team was disgustingly stacked. And then you had Buffon in goals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, off names, this Spanish team probably doesn't have as big in names, but when you keep 6 clean sheets, just shows you how good they were. They were, like you said, well drilled. I also think that comes down to having a big anchor in the middle as Rodri, being able to protect them.
I think Rodri is a leader for this Spanish team, especially over the last, 8 years that he's been the kind of the main man within that team.
Yeah, you'd probably go 6 years, 8 years. He's probably been he's the man in the midfield.
Yeah, and when him winning that Ballon d'Or, it was deserved.
It now puts him in the equation of being one of the best midfielders of all time.
He definitely goes down as one of the best Spanish midfielders.
And that's a tough one when you've got Xavi and Iniesta. I say he's better than Busquets.
Oh, it's a big call.
Better defensively, and his passing is just as good. And he was the captain, and he won the Ballon d'Or.
The only category that I think Busquets is better than is
assists.
Is on the assists, but on the ball.
Like skill on the ball.
Skill on the ball.
Yeah.
His ability to turn out and to know to like use his body to just open space is probably better than Rodri's. But again, Rodri has shaped his game to be better with distribution, and his IQ I think is a bit better.
His IQ it's top notch.
He's always in the right place at the right time,
and he's always making the right pass, and he's always helping their defense as being that CDM.
But he also has in it from a Spanish aspect. Busquets had better players around him.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't.
Mean, who did what's his name have? Rodri. He had Dani Olmo and Ruiz.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Ruiz.
Now they're both good, But they're not Xavi and Iniesta.
No, that's true. I was almost going to be like, well, Ruiz is very underrated. He is underrated, but if you're going to put him up against Iniesta and Xavi,
you go Xavi Iniesta.
Yeah, of course.
All day.
Yes.
So look, it finishes 0-0 at full time, the 90 minutes, total domination by Spain. But the red card happens.
Well, let's just talk about Argentina's play throughout the 90 minutes.
Okay, let's do that.
So there were unnecessary fouls all over the pitch, consistently. Paredes, when he came on, was out of control.
He was an absolute...
He checks Rodri in the back for no reason, right? Completely off the ball, just drops him. Then commits another, 2 fouls after that before getting a yellow card?
No, well, he jabs Rodri in the back, and then the players are complaining, and he shoves one, I think it was Danny Olmo, and then he shoves another to the ground, and the ref's like, yellow card. And he should have got a yellow for the shove in the back on Rodri.
Yeah, 100%.
He worked his way into a yellow card. Just shows you how
after dropping the captain of the Spain team when he doesn't even have the ball.
He was nowhere near the ball.
No, he's nowhere near the ball. He's back to him as well.
Kind of just showed you the tactics that Argentina were looking at. They knew they were going to suffer, but they really made it dirty, grimy and dirty.
Well, and look, another shit talk on Argentina, and I always go back to I think it's a comment that Scholes had made when they brought Van Persie into that Man United squad.
Yeah.
Right? So Alex Ferguson sat all of his midfielders down and said, this striker will win us the league. If you cannot get the ball to him, you're out. That's it. You're subbed. This is the same for the Argentina team. You have Messi, right? Everyone is saying he's the GOAT. So you go to those midfielders and go, well, all you have to do is get him the ball, right? And they couldn't get him the ball.
No, he actually was non-existent in the first half, and even more non-existent in the second half.
I don't think in the first half he did not touch the ball in the opposition's box.
I believe that, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't. Every time they could not get him the ball in space. If they got him the ball, he was cleaned up.
Actually, I wonder if he even got a touch in the opposition box because he liked to play out
entire game.
The entire game because he liked to play out wide.
It could have happened near the end.
There is a way I can find it. Touches in opposition box. No, it's not. Passes in the final third. Touches 54, but doesn't say if it was in the box or not. Yeah, they only had 8 touches in the box altogether.
It was an embarrassing performance.
It was,
to be fair.
And then I think
which divulged into an aggressive performance in which they were just trying to essentially going to injure the Spanish players.
Well, look, I do feel a little bit bad for Argentina because they did have to sub off 3 defenders.
They did. They
in
lost
the 90
Lissandro.
minutes. So Lissandro Martinez got subbed off in the 44th minute, and then Montiel, the right back, got subbed off in the 58th minute, and then Romero got subbed off after the hydration break in the 70th minute. So they were struggling at the back, and you know what I mean. Like when you play, if your whole back line gets changed, it changes the way that the game's played.
Yeah.
But look, Argentina still held them out.
Oh, look,
they didn't have to sub off Martinez, which really helped them.
I think if you went to look at if their game plan was to try and hold Spain for the 90 minutes
and take it to pens,
and well, even just take it into extra time, I think they succeeded. Okay, like I think they were able to do that.
They've not taken a shot. Yep.
But correct.
Yeah.
Right. But I think, I mean, that also pairs that they started Julian Alvarez, which I just disagree with because I don't think he had a good World Cup. Right, he did score that amazing goal. That was his only shot on target. That was his only shot on target for the entire thing. I need to preface that because I think it was a fucking fluke. Okay, I mean
it was a great shot.
I mean, you got to practice that fluke a lot, but at the same time, I think he just took a hit. He got lucky. He does have the skill to do it, but they had Lautaro Martinez on the bench, who pulled them out of trash on multiple times in this World Cup. They did not play him.
See, I think they were planning on bringing him on off the bench like they have been doing. But unfortunately, when they had 3 defenders have to come off, they used up their subs. And then when Enzo gets sent off, which we'll get into, that also hurt them. Because you got to play, you need a more defensive player to tuck in and try to take the game to pens. Because there's no way you're going to beat Spain with 10. Right? I saw it in the 2012 Euro. Italy went down to 10. They were down 1-0. They went down to 10 and got absolutely flogged 4-0.
Dude,
Spain was too good when you've got 11 on 11, let alone 10 on 11.
Oh, well, they were smothering them with their ball possession prior to the red card.
Yeah.
But then as soon as Enzo gets his red card, you can just see that they just turned a gear.
They turned the screws on him.
And it just became so much pressure. The mistake was bound to happen.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen. But the stupidity is Enzo. And you could see the emotion that was coming into the game. You could see the Argentinian players coming in with wild tackles. You could see them they had their shirts, and every attempt that they could get them, they were pulling their shirts. They were nipping at their heels.
The aggressive towards the referee as well.
Which is what
very
Enzo's
aggressive
first yellow card was, right?
So the first yellow card was dissent. He got bullied off the ball. He goes down and he tries to claim a foul. And because he didn't get it, he starts yelling. Yellow card. Great. I'm glad the ref did that because it should be a yellow. You can't just talk shit to the referee. Yeah. And then 91st minute, goes flying in. I think it was on Kabasi. I think it was a centre back. And Kabasi flipped. Like, that was a hardcore flip too. Like, that was like BMX style flip.
But again, unnecessary.
Yeah.
The ball wasn't progressing anywhere.
Yeah.
If you're going to take a yellow card, make it for something. If they're progressing the ball and you have to pull a player down halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone goes, that's a professional foul. I get it. But he's trying to play a ball from the back. You're the only man challenging the back line. Why go in at 150% with no ability to pull out?
My guess was, because it was a 50-50 ball, he should have pulled out because you're on a yellow card, but he must have just thought, I'm going to get it. You know, a very aggressive player. We've seen it with Chelsea. He's a very aggressive player, and he's just gone in and he went full ball. Came up wrong, you got a red card. And then the best part about that was, so he's disagreeing with it. I get that. You disagree with the referee's call. He's like, go to VAR, whatever. The best part was the snitch rat called Messi.
Yeah, so this is crazy.
Cucurella says he literally goes like this.
Yeah.
Like he burped and went, Yeah. And Messi's like, teacher.
Yeah.
See what he did? His hand over his mouth, and then they're going, yeah, check VAR. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And then I saw a video. There was, I think Ronaldo was playing against Uzbekistan or maybe Colombia or something, and the player's gone like that. And he's gone, don't do that. I mean, like, don't. You'll get in trouble. And then you see what Messi does, and he's like, teacher, you're grassing. Why would you grass?
Oh, because they got
now
nothing else.
It just shows that you're a snitch rat.
Yeah, well, they have nothing else, right? They
were really trying to pressure the ref.
They couldn't win in a fair game.
No.
So they tried to get VAR to help them out again. But I think it got to a point where it got to a final going, I don't think we can do it again. Because I think it was too many eyeballs on watching this game. And then obviously it goes
speaking of eyeballs, I think 2 billion people watched the final.
It was the most in history.
Most in history.
So
there was a lot of eyeballs on the game.
Well, that's an understatement. So it then obviously goes into extra time, right? So 15 minutes each way goes in there. And Spain just proceed to dominate.
They just turned the screws even harder on them. It was relentless.
Well, to the point where they finally get a goal.
Yeah, so in the start of the second half of extra time, Pedro Porro whips it in, Nico Williams heads it back, and Ferran Torres buries it. Look, I thought Marino was going to get it because he's been very good at this situation. Had a great chance to bury one with a header. Misses it, which is unlike him. But Ferran Torres pops up in the right spot, buries it.
Prior to that, we had the disallowed goal.
Oh, yes, in the first half of extra time. Yes.
And this one was the most interesting.
Garbage call.
Ball comes across. Otamendi is marking Marino.
Yep.
Marino goes to turn on the ball to try and take a shot. Steps on Otamendi's foot. Otamendi goes down like
big dive.
A sack of shit.
Yeah, like he got sniped in the foot. Yeah.
Nico Williams comes running in and puts the ball away.
Yep.
Everyone goes, there it is.
Yep.
There's the goal.
Now,
this doesn't go to VAR. Referee calls on the spot and says that is a foul on Otamendi.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, Marino throw an elbow?
Yeah.
That's what I assumed. I assumed he threw an elbow. He made contact with the face and he's gone down. Shows the replay. He steps on his foot.
Yeah. Non-intentional, no malice. Like, it's just because...
And he doesn't even get the shot away.
No, he had not. It went right past him.
Yeah.
So he steps on Otamendi's foot and he takes a dive.
Even if he didn't step on Otamendi's foot and he just turned and missed the ball, Otamendi can't do anything about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So he hasn't impeded his ability to get to the ball. It's not anything. And I take it away what the commentator says.
What does the commentator say?
Commentator goes there and he goes, the referee saw that, good on him. Because, dude, how in fast motion, I assumed he got elbowed in the face.
The way he acted, yeah.
Well, and he went down like a sack of shit. And I feel for Nico Williams. Because I sit there and go, okay, well, he came off the bench and he probably didn't have like the greatest tournament ever. But I think when he came on, he was impactful.
He didn't get much game time.
No, but when he did come on, he had moments of brilliance. He was quite impactful.
Very direct. Very direct guy.
I think he deserved that goal. I think he actually had a good game against Argentina. However, didn't get the icing on the cake of that goal.
Yeah.
Right? Could have been the winning goal.
I do agree with you that it shouldn't have been a foul. I do think that justice was served, though, because had that goal stood, you know that the Argentinians would have been complaining, oh, there was a foul, they shouldn't have scored, we would have gone to penalties. And we know that had they gone to penalties, Argentina was going to win.
I think, look,
Martinez is a better keeper, especially in penalties.
It's something I don't think we'll ever know.
Which, thank God, we don't have to go through that.
Look, obviously me as kind of a neutral to each of these teams, wanting Spain to win.
Really? Neutral?
Well, I don't really give a shit if either of them win. I give a shit if Argentina win.
That's giving a shit.
Well, I'd like to see them lose. But again, if they won, I wouldn't have been upset.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like if Australia made the final, which obviously never happened. But
will never happen.
You know what I mean? Or if England made the final, I kind of would want England to win.
Will never happen.
Probably not. But I'm neutral in the sense of I'm not supporting either team. I just have a preference that Spain win, so we don't have to fucking hear Messi talk and hear all the bullshit that's gone on. Was this was deserved. And, nothing. No one helped us to get here, and then they're going to launder 300 million through a business. I don't fucking know. But I did want to see penalties happen because it's exciting.
I hate penalties.
I don't hate him if it's not a team I'm supporting.
Still nerve-wracking. I really wanted Spain to win this. I could not deal with an Argentina final. The memes on Instagram would have been out of control.
We got one Argentinian guy in our office who took the day off on the Monday, and I said, "Damn."
Fair enough. I did the same thing when Italy won. You take the day off work, fuck it.
So look, obviously they've disallowed the goal. Everyone's gone and given the shits about it. Then, as you've said, there's been Mikel Merino, who's been the saviour, the last-minute goal man. Ball comes across. He has a gift of a header and puts it wide. At that stage, I go, this thing's going to fucking penalties.
Yeah, bad.
I'm there, and I'd hate to admit this, I had it on my phone holder playing while I'm driving to work. I'm like, this is really unsafe.
That's why you got hands-free.
Yeah. Charges my phone at the same time too. So not only is it unsafe, but I'll have so much battery.
So then what? Game ends, 1-0, final whistle goes, and then we've got the aftermath.
Well, this is the most entertaining thing that Argentina could have produced on the pitch.
Yeah, they produced 0 shots on target in the game, but they had plenty of shots on target after the game.
Oh, yeah.
So, whistle goes, Spain celebrate, run on the pitch, as a normal team does. What does Argentina decide to do? Well, first we see Molina throw a jab to Rodri in his gut as he runs past him. Yeah. Had nothing to do with Molina.
Douchebag, dude.
Yeah, full douchebag. Rodri went to go celebrate with his teammates, and just because he's in his Molina's area, he throws a jab in his gut. Rodri arcs up. What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right? Okay, that's one.
As anyone would do.
As anyone would do, yeah. That's one. Then two, was it Xavi that was talking? No, it was someone else.
Gavi.
No. There was another Spanish player that was talking before Gavi. There was someone else that got shoved. Paredes runs over, shoves one of the Spanish players. I forget who it was. It might have been one of the young guys. Shoves one of the players to the ground. Then they come in, and Xavi gets shoved to the ground and has his hand on his throat.
Yeah.
As he goes down.
And he's just throwing him around like a ragdoll.
Yeah.
Mind you, Paredes is in his 30s.
Yeah.
And this kid is 21.
Like, you feel like a big man?
Yeah.
You feel like a man?
That's what I mean. And he's just there, like, throwing him around, yelling in his face.
Oh,
Everyone's
man.
running in, getting...
You've seen this, you're going, this is out of control.
Well, it's insane. This is not Sunday League, right?
And then there's another one. I don't know if you saw this, where the assistant coach, or one of the assistant coaches...
Well, he got carded too.
Paredes?
No, the assistant coach.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
oh, my God. He punched one of the Spanish players in the face.
I saw that.
You're going...
I mean, it's a terrible punch, to be fair.
It's a shit punch, but you're still throwing a punch after the game, and you're an assistant coach. What are you doing? The only one that showed respect after that was the coach, Scaloni. He's the only one. He tried to break it up. He's like, stop.
Yeah, it's fucking embarrassing, dude.
It is embarrassing. It was so bad to watch.
You can't, as a professional, go and try and physically attack someone on the pitch. That's just like being in your office job at work and somebody sends you an email going, I'm not going to help you with this inquiry. So you walk up to their desk, push them out of their chair and start shaking them on the floor. You ready to fucking help me? Like that. It's insanity.
Oh man, it was bad.
You can't have that type of attitude as a professional player because there is...
It's in the word, professional.
There's millions of up-and-coming players, children, watching this game.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, that's a reflection of how you should act when you lose a game.
100%.
It's not.
Yeah. It was a bad... It just shows you what sore losers they were.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you got dominated. You cannot get mad at Spain for dominating on you.
No.
Right? They dominated all over their face.
It's not as if they got any of the unfair calls. That seemed to happen to the Spanish players.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and then I saw what happened when the celebration was. Oh, that's right. Otamendi
on Rodri.
Rodri and Otamendi used to play together at Manchester City. You would think they would have some sort of camaraderie, right? No, Otamendi goes, "Stop talking, you idiot," to Rodri, and Rodri's like, "What are you talking about?" So apparently, he goes like, "You and Laporte talking shit." Apparently, Laporte said something in the Spanish media about how there's dirty tactics and they're going to let the referees deal with it. It was pretty much the summary of it. A few paragraphs, but that was the summary of it. And Otamendi gets the shits.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't you remember after the Copa America when the Argentinians were chanting about how the French players are all Africans? Why are you going to arc up about one player talking about your tactics, but you can say whatever the fuck you want?
Yeah. Well, and then additionally, in the semi-final, after they win against England, they pull out a political banner,
yes,
and then go and hold it up towards the crowd.
Yeah,
and then the FIFA goes, "I will deal with that after."
Yeah, well, we'll do it after the final.
Yeah,
deal with it now.
Well, no, hang on. Well, they've got plenty to deal with Argentina now. Because I'm sorry, but Paredes should not be allowed to play for 1 million games.
I would give him a 6-game ban.
An easy 6-game ban. Dude.
That would be my.
It's assault, bro. Put him in. That's assault. It's assault, brother.
It's assault, brother.
So you've got a coach assaulting a player. You've got Paredes assaulting a player. And look, the verbal bullshit after the game. Talking shit.
Molina.
And Molina insulting somebody.
Yeah, there's 3 right there. 3 assaults.
If I do any of that in the street, I get arrested.
100%.
Yeah.
There's another one. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but as Spain are celebrating, the Argentinians are on the side and they all have their backs turned to the celebration. Mm-hmm. Bro, just watch it. I'm not saying you have to like it, but don't be such dogs where you're going to turn your back to the winners.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you going to act like that? It was disrespectful, disgraceful, and it really showed their colours. And then, on top of that, I'm going to add this on top, the fans as well. The fans have been disgusting all World Cup. I saw them chanting racist stuff to the African players and to some of the African hosts, like I Show Speed. There was videos of them fighting people at like airports and bars just over Messi. There were videos of, I saw this one video where they had a crowd of Argentinians against, I think it was before the England game. They put the England flag on the floor, were spitting on it, and then they had like they had a circle of death, and then they all ran in and started stomping on it. You go, why? Why? It's football. It's not life.
It's their life, man.
It's sad.
They got nothing else going on.
And then the best part is,
and they harbour Nazis.
They do harbour Nazis. Buenas noches, mein Führer.
Buenas noches, mein Führer. That needs to be a t-shirt.
The best part, well, sorry, not the best part, but the funny part is how they started saying that it's not fair how they celebrated, how Spain celebrated. You did the same thing when you beat France on penalties. Martinez doing with his golden glove, going like that. That's disrespectful. They didn't overly celebrate. They didn't go over the top. They celebrated with themselves, and they weren't sticking it to the opponent.
It's called being able to give it but not take it.
Yeah, 100%. That was it. That's all over. Fuck. So I'm so glad Spain won. The best team won. Football won. And in terms of best World Cup, it was a very good World Cup.
I think
there was a lot of good moments.
I think that it ran without hiccups. right? Bar a few matches being delayed because of weather, which is uncontrollable.
You can't do nothing about that.
Which is fine. I think from the perspective of everything I heard about travel, it was expensive. That was one thing to look at. However, there was no not being allowed into stadiums, not being able to go with your tickets and stuff like that. So there was no
issues like game day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And look, from everything, it looked like it would have been a good event to be at.
It would have been fun for sure.
Yeah.
Like I saw heaps of videos of like, Koreans and Japanese and Dutch people like going to America. Never been to America before. And they go and they do all the big American things like the big barbecues, the big beers, and they do all that stuff. And they're going, this is mad.
Hey,
like, going to Walmart.
Walmart.
Like going to
Buc-ee's.
Walmart. Yeah, going to Walmart was like an experience for them. Yeah. Like, that's mad. And then the best was I think it was the Japanese partying with the Mexicans in Mexico. Like they've never seen a Latina before. And they were just loving it. And you're going, there's going to be a bunch of half Asian, half Mexican babies being born in 9 months.
And then you've got the Scottish fans drinking.
Yes, Boston Dry. Yeah, they drank it dry.
There were some good stories that came out of the World Cup. Look, the best World Cup? I don't know, but in recent memory, I'd be hard to go and pick one that was probably better.
Look, the World Cup is always a fun time. You know what I mean?
Better than South Africa, man.
South Africa apparently was the worst one.
Yeah.
The Brazil one, I went to the Brazil one, was a mad time. It was just a month of partying.
Yeah.
It's such a fun time. It is exy, especially now. I went 12 years ago and the price was great.
Look, listen, you're blowing $25,000 to go to that, and you're probably seeing 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it is an experience to do.
Yeah.
So we've got 4 years to save, boys.
Yeah. What's the next one? Spain, Morocco, Portugal.
Yeah.
It's not a bad one.
Not a bad one.
That's not bad,
dude.
yeah.
Not a bad one at all. But why don't we go through some of the trophy winners?
Yep.
The individual performances. Then we'll go with our kind of overachievers and flops of the tournament.
Yep.
So look, the first one was the Golden Ball, best player of the tournament, and surprise, surprise, Rodri.
Captain, leader,
well,
legend.
Listen, you don't take shots like he did in the final without being an impactful player to that point.
Mm-hmm. God, fully deserved. And now Rodri has officially completed football. He's won the Ballon d'Or, he's won the Golden Ball, he's won the World Cup, he's won the Euro, he's done the Champions League, he's done Premier League, FA Cup, everything. He's done it all.
He can retire happy.
He can retire.
There's nothing that he did not achieve.
And I put in, he is now in the conversation of best midfielders of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially from a Spanish perspective, from EPL perspective, and a Champions League perspective. Then we've got the silver ball, Leo Messi.
Yeah, if he's not going to get first, he's going to get second.
Yeah. And I mean, he couldn't. Look, there's nothing more to say.
Look, he's a flat track bully. All of his goals were against teams that were outside the top 25.
Look, to score the goals that he scored at 38 was amazing.
39. But you have, they're your opponents. You just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And he scored 8 goals in a World Cup, or 7, whatever it was. So, great World Cup again.
Then we had the bronze ball being Kylian Mbappe. I think I think if we look at what we thought France was going to be at the start of this tournament to what they ended up being, night and day, right? Yeah. Everyone thought, these guys are going to argue with each other. They're going to have a typical French performance. They did not. I think they worked well together.
Hey, look, I think that their game against Spain was so much more competitive than the final. So France actually gave it to Spain way more than Argentina did.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and you got to put that
that's
on.
That's the final we wanted to see.
That's the final what we wanted to see.
You wanted to see
the brackets didn't work out, so
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Then we had the Golden Boot Award. Kylian Mbappe with 10 goals.
Amazing World Cup.
Amazing.
Yeah, 10 goals in the World Cup, unheard of.
Yeah, and look, all right, he got 2 in the third place playoff, but
he still scored them.
I think 8 still would have been the Golden Boot if he didn't score those 2.
8 would have been top. I'm trying to get who the third one was. Trying to get the numbers up, but your internet wants to suck right now.
It was Jude Bellingham who got 7, but he got 1 in the
player stats. Here we go. So it was 10 for Mbappe, and there was 8 for Messi.
Oh, okay. So he would have.
It would have been 8.
It would have been 8.
They would have shared it. Yeah.
So obviously Messi silver boot.
Yep.
And then Jude got the bronze boot.
Hey, from a midfielder. Yeah. 7 goals as a midfielder. Who's guy think he is? Frank Lampard?
And he scored. Well, I think he thinks he's better. Golden Glove, Unai Simon.
7 games, 6 clean sheets, 1 goal conceded. You can literally, unless you're perfect, you can't get better than that.
No. Literally, you can't.
Literally, you can't.
Literally, you can't. You have to have all clean sheets.
Yeah.
Then we have the young player award, and this kid is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Right. Kubasi.
Kubasi, fully
Is he
deserved.
19?
Kubasi is, I think it was 18, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I know he was 18 playing for Barca this season. I don't know if he's turned 19.
Oh no, he turned 19 in January. Yeah.
Okay,
So
I thought so.
So that's Spain's and Barcelona's future solidified for the next 15 years.
And then novel award of the FIFA Fair Play Trophy presented by McDonald's was the Netherlands.
Least amount of cards.
Yeah, good work, guys.
But look,
maybe you should have got a few more cards and maybe some wins. I don't fucking know.
I know that might have helped. You know what I mean? I mean, they did lose in pens to Morocco to get out, but maybe a couple yellow cards might have stopped that goal. But anyway, they get 50,000 plus some fair play medals, and the 50,000 goes to their youth development. So, okay.
Well, why don't you start with your flop and...
So, my flop, which is very personal to me. My flop of the tournament is Turkey. They had such high hopes of not only winning the group, but like dominating the group and going deep into the World Cup.
Well, they talked enough shit about it.
They talked so much. They talked probably the most shit, even more than Argentina, about how good they're going to go. Mm-hmm. And they flopped. They lost the first 2 games, and they won a nothing game against America when they were already first in the group. And they celebrated like they fucking won, like they made a World Cup final. Like, bro, you won the 3rd game when you could literally come last.
Yeah, when you could not qualify.
You couldn't get above last. Like, you were stuck on last no matter what. Yeah. So that's my flop of the World Cup. And you know what? They deserved it for their bullshit.
And your overachievers?
My overachievers were Norway. Now, Norway, I think it's the first World Cup in 20 years or something like that.
Yeah, 22, I think maybe.
And
it can't be 22.
20 or 24.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, so first World Cup in let's say over 20 years. And they made it to the quarterfinals where they played England, took them to extra time. And look, I feel like they ran out of gas, but for a country like Norway,
again, I think that they had good pieces in that puzzle being of their team, but they didn't have the full package.
No, they had no defenders that were like top-notch defenders. They had Odegaard as their captain, and they had Haaland up top. Now they did have a couple little pieces next to them, but as a whole, very, very well achieved to get to a World Cup quarterfinal. Mm-hmm. And don't forget, they beat Brazil, the 5-time winners, to get there as well.
Yeah, well, no, dude, 100%. I agree. They definitely overachieved. From my perspective, I think the flops were Germany.
Big flops. I did think they didn't have that good of a team, but we always expect Germany to excel.
They had a good starting 11.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Their bench was pretty weak. Unknown.
It was weak,
right?
Yeah.
Like, some players came on, they played for Dortmund, off the bench for Dortmund, and stuff like that. I wasn't convinced. Look, honourable mention for another flop is the Netherlands. They could have been there, but I do think Germany were the worst team.
Well, Germany lost to Paraguay and Netherlands lost to Morocco.
Yeah.
There's levels.
There's levels to this shit. And the overachievers for me is Cape Verde.
Oh, man. They pushed the champions to the limit. Last year's champions, not this year's champions. Last World Cup's champions.
They pushed this champions as well. Nil or draw.
Oh, you're right. They did play Spain.
Had a nil or draw against Spain.
So nil or draw with Spain, and
yes,
they lost
in the opening game, right? So you weren't getting the full level of Spain.
Hey, Spain's still second. They were second in the world.
They were favourites coming into this tournament.
Yeah, and Cabo Verde kept them to nil. Mm-hmm. Amazing, right? And then they played Argentina, and they had to go till the 120th minute, and Argentina had to score twice in extra time to beat them. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion as well, goal of the tournament was Cabo Verde.
Yep, I'm with you on that.
Fuck, that was a
There's only two goals that I think that you put up there. It's Mbappe's and that Cape Verde's goal.
Yeah.
In extra time.
Yeah.
I think he completely fluked it, but fucking who cares? So did Julian Alvarez, and he's worth 120 million. So, fuck me, right?
So we should do an honourable mention. We had an honourable mention for overachievers. Switzerland.
Yes.
Look,
yes.
Switzerland, I think their only really big player was Xhaka and Ndoye. They were probably their two best players, right?
Even Ndoye is relatively unknown. If you go
we know him because of the Premier League.
But if you go look at his stats for the season, they're not amazing. I think he scored 4 goals, 5 assists.
They were good. Yeah, but I think he did way more in the World Cup. He 100%. Had a great World Cup.
100%.
And let's be real, they probably could have beaten Argentina had that yellow card not been over or changed to Switzerland.
Correct.
So and then they took them to extra time as well.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Switzerland. Very, very good run with a relatively unknown team. Just well drilled. Took the champions to the limit as well. Just sometimes that doesn't work out.
Oh, look, an amazing performance from them.
Yep.
Now, before we sign off and get into whatever we're doing next week, we've got some of our best 11 for the World Cup. So we've picked it up. We'll start off with your 11. I'll just whack it up on the screen so we can see it. But why don't you shoot through and tell us who you got?
All right, so I've gone Unai Simon as the goalkeeper. I mean,
obvious choices.
6 clean sheets, golden gloves, can't go wrong. I've gone Pedro Porro at right back. He has improved so much compared to what he was doing at Tottenham.
Yeah.
He was an absolute beast in the midfield. At right back. He scored a couple goals. He put in the cross for Nico Williams. Solid at the back too. And then look, I've gone the Spain pairing at the back, Kubasi and Laporte. Again, same thing as Unai Simon.
I mean, they were the strongest defensive team. It makes sense.
Exactly, yeah. But I have put Munoz at left back. Now, everybody probably go Cucurella, but I think Munoz was very, very good at...
From an attacking outlet perspective, you've almost mirrored Porro from the other side, right?
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah. Now my midfield, so I've gone Jude. I mean, to be fair, you can't go wrong with Jude. The guy, 7 goals, probably a couple assists as well, was the best player for England. Rodri, best player in the tournament, captain.
It has to be the same.
And then I've gone Enzo. I think that he was a big linchpin for Argentina's midfield. He had a couple goals that really changed the game. He scored against England, and he scored against Egypt to win the game. I think he had a very, very good tournament. Which now, if he does leave Chelsea, it adds to his value, I think. But if he stays, I think it'll be good that he had a really good tournament. And then up top, look, I've gone Messi again, 8 goals. I know he's probably not the best player, but the amount of the output that he gave, you can't go past it. I've gone Mbappe, 10 goals. Guy was the best striker. And then look, I've gone Elise on my right wing. The guy broke the record for most assists in the tournament. I think he's got 7 in 7 games.
Also broke the most. He also broke the record for most shots without a goal.
That's cool. But yeah, I've gone Elise. The passing that, his range of passing is so crazy. And the balls he was putting in from Mbappe were just unreal. You can't go past Elise. I think he could have had a better tournament had he had a couple goals, but his assist just put him over the line for me.
I mean, look, it's hard to argue 11. Now, I've gone, let me just set it up, but I've gone slightly different with my 11. Give me 1 second to open it up. Oh, you bastard. There we go. So let me switch across. Now, my 11, I've gone from my, obviously, overachievers, Vozinha in goals, the Cape Verde goalkeeper.
He's a hero.
Not only did he have good on the pitch play, but him hitting up those Instagram models when he was in New York.
Mate, he doesn't see that type of stuff in Cape Verde. He had to take full advantage of that.
He's like, man, there's a lot of white women around here.
I now know what the fuss is about.
Now, I've gone slightly different. I think I've tried to distribute a lot more players around rather than going for a whole bunch of Spain.
Yeah.
Hakimi for Morocco, I think, had a fantastic World Cup.
Oh, dude, I was tossing between him and Porro.
Yeah.
And I thought Porro won, but Hakimi at right back is just so crucial for Morocco.
Yeah.
The guy's is probably the best right back in the world.
Yeah, it'd be hard to argue against it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Then I've gone Kubasi, obviously best young player, but fantastic, allowing 1 goal, right? Now, the other one for me is Saliba for France. Now, I hate putting Arsenal players
I was very surprised by this, to be fair.
Look, his first touch, I think, is the best first touch from a centre-back in the world. Again, that pains me to say. So it's coming from a deep, deep place. Now, Cucurella for Spain, I think he was a very crucial part of that Spanish team.
He was huge.
I think he was a leader on the pitch.
Yep.
As the most part, but also him going forward, he gave a lot of outlet.
Oh, but he was having shot. He was pretty much on the edge of the box most of the game.
Correct.
So the guy,
and yet still was able to get back in defence.
Yeah, not only was he strong in defence, but his attacking outlet was amazing. So I mean, it pains me that he's gone to Real Madrid, but he wasn't going to sign a contract with Chelsea, so we had to sell him. Good luck to him at Real Madrid.
Oh, I think he'll do fucking
He'll kill
fantastic.
it. He's going to kill it.
He's going to kill it. Real Madrid did.
Yeah.
Then obviously Jude Bellingham, same reason as you, same as Rodri.
Yep.
Both very strong. Now the difference I've gone is that Elise played an interesting role for France in this World Cup. He played almost like a cam, right?
But out on the wing, he would start out and invert in.
But he wasn't really a winger because he was trading places with Dembele out there a lot, and it was an interesting position. So I've put him into my midfield because I think he's an assist machine.
Yeah.
Out of that position. Now I've gone Mbappe out on my right.
Yep.
And then I've gone Haaland in the middle. Now
can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, Haaland.
And that might be the future Real Madrid lineup.
If it is.
Jude,
scary.
Elise, Haaland, and Mbappe all up top. That's scary.
I'd be just give them as many Champions League as they want, right? As long as they've got a manager that doesn't get them arguing with each other this week.
Yeah.
Now, I want to mention, I again wanted to change it up. Quinones for Mexico.
I liked him. He had a very good World Cup.
Well, he knew where the back of the net was. That's for sure.
He banged him in, yeah.
And won me a bit of money too. So I like this guy.
He's
all right with me.
He's all right in my book.
But I think, look, that's World Cup over. We wait another 2 years for the Euros.
2 years for the Euros.
But another 4 till the next World Cup. Now, obviously, we're going to go back to our usual EPL podcast.
Back to a regular scheduled program.
We might take a week off while we start setting up some other videos, but I think we're going to try and invest some time into doing some little short form, 10, 15 minute videos on the fantasy EPL. Mm-hmm. We'll try and put out some instructional videos because I think we've found there's not a whole bunch of instructions out there on how to do the fantasy league. But let's go. How to set up your team, who's worth having, some tips, some tricks. But we'll start to do those over the next few weeks until we start to get into next podcast. We will do all the transfers in and out for the Premier League. There's been more than a few movements, but
yep,
we'll jump.
We'll give it a bit of time to kind of build
in a
up.
Couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll give it a bit of a break, a bit of a breather. Let them build up some transfers so we can see what the scene will look like closer to the start of the Premier League.
But I mean, buckle up. The 21st of August, first game is Arsenal versus Coventry.
We're 1 month away.
1 month exactly away from the opening of the EPL until it all starts again, baby.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, that's it. But give us a couple of weeks and we'll be back.
Congrats to Spain again. Save football.
Yeah.